Growing up, my father and I used to gather every Sunday night and watch football. It was our time. He was my mentor. He was my best friend. And I can remember this one particular Sunday, he asked me a question. He said, Jay, who's the best player on TV? And we had one of those TVs where you got to smack the side just to get a good picture. So I said, quarterback. He said, no. I said, the running back? No. Linebacker? No. I went through every position. I even named the kicker. He said, it's a guy in the stands who let a barrier defeat him. Whether he said he didn't have the time, he didn't have the money, where he gave of himself, had misdirection, misguidance. And he's asking himself one question. Dad put his big hand, he was a very big Italian man with his raspy voice, put it right on my shoulder and said, Jay, never give yourself the opportunity to ask what if. I was 12 years old. I know what the heck he was talking about. Until 10 years later, I was at the University of Arkansas. I was a track and field athlete. I was part of the 1996 National Championship team. It was cold, rainy afternoon practice, and I was at the end of the runway getting ready for my last drill. As I sprinted down the runway, I took off from the board. I had to say, fortunate experience putting my foot too far in front of my body. And as I came down, my hip went that way, my vertebrae went that way, and my discs went that way. No, it's a good thing I would have been a lawyer, but we'll talk about that later. But it totally disrupted my pattern, my path, what I wanted to be. 13 surgeries later, living in a body cast for 6 months, I am officially the $6 million man. That question came up my mind several times. Either I was going to be a victor or a victim. I was going to be on the field or be in the stands, clapping for somebody else. So I jumped into something where I can serve others. Right into the fitness industry. Here I go, gung-ho. Shape people, turn people, make them healthy, make them strong. But what I learned in this industry, it's a complete lie. Exercise and diet makes you fat. What? Yes, it does. Shh, don't tell him. What I started to see is that the industry plays upon our emotions. And I'm not going to let you off the hook. I'm going to throw you on the bridge in a little bit, but here what you got to go. You got to go with this. See, we all know the answers on how to be healthy and strong. It's easy. Eat your vegetables and go for a walk. It's pretty simple. $79.95 will rush delivery to you. It's easy. But they sell it on these infomercials. They sell it on TV. They sell it on the books. Why? To benefit themselves. See, and this is a service industry. That's what I wanted to do. But instead of this being a service industry, you're serving them. While you sit in the stands being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And there's 4 coaches that upset me in the fitness and diet industry. And I'm going to name these coaches. The first one, how about the industry leaders? I love these guys. Did you know combined, besides our chronic conditions going north each and every year, obesity and overweight in America, we're doing really well. It's over 70%. Now, if you were to go to drug and alcohol rehab, check this out. You don't walk in and they say, so tell me, Jay, you're addicted to cocaine. I'm not. You're addicted to cocaine. And what we're going to do is there were a lot of fillers in your cocaine. So we're going to start you off on a non-GMO, organic, gluten-free cocaine. No, they don't do that. They say, why are you here? Now, in the fitness industry, we do it a little different. And you got to figure out, there's a reason why Ben and Jerry and Johnny Walker show up at your door late at night. So won't you think a dietitian will actually say, what's going on? Who do you hang out with? What's going on at home? But they don't do that. They swap this food for that food. You eat this, you don't eat this. What? You can eat dark chocolate. That's another TED Talk, okay? But let's face it, if we're going to progress, we need to regress. If you want to know something about somebody, you got to get to their inside behind their eyes and between their ears. These industry leaders, they treat the effects instead of the root cause. Pow, they're fired. The next ones, the labels. Don't ever go shopping with me, please. Because when you go shopping with me, I'll point out everything. I love that Fritos are all natural. And Rice Krispie treats are gluten-free. Now, if you have celiac disease, I feel sorry for you. That's okay. But gluten-free is not a weight loss diet. When did it become one? I don't know. Dietitians can't agree, and they're arguing with each other. It confuses me. What the hell's going on in your mind? So what do? Forget it. I can't do it. It's too hard. No one's giving me the correct knowledge. Here's the correct knowledge. You want to know a simple diet plan? It's easy. Eat as if you got one day to live. Or there's a health scare. See, we all change when we say, oops, something's going on. But why don't we eat like that? And don't come to me and say, well, fruit has a lot of sugar. I've never had a client to say, I'm 50 pounds overweight, I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. It doesn't happen. It doesn't. But that's what they do. They make you fearful so you can stay in the stands and you don't know what's going on. So let's be real. Quick thing. Eat as if you're sick. Pow. You're fired. Let's go to the next one. The fads. I love these people. You know those fads. You ever have a juice cleanse? Now listen, juice, there's good reason to drink fruit and, But you know those people in your office, they walk around. Day 1, they're on a juice cleanse. Day 2, they're like this. Day 3, they're on the ground. Give them an organic beer, it'll be fine. Then they're on the gluten-free air diet. Doesn't make sense. Then they're on the Haagen diet and they get complained about everything. And I love being interviewed. In the media, they call me a celebrity trainer. I got to tell you something. Paparazzi, TMZ, they ain't outside in my door. They're not sitting in my bushes. I'm not a celebrity. My ex-wife may be in the bushes, but nobody else is. I don't have a movie role. So if you call yourself that on Instagram, I'm sorry, you're not. You're not a celebrity if you're in my industry. You're here to serve, not be served. I don't have a green room. I don't have an assistant. I don't have a glam squad. I dye my hair, but that's about it. I have to. I'm almost 44. So you want to know a real diet? Here's what you do. Go to sleep. It's not sexy. It's not going to make me $1 million, but it is going to what? Keep your hormones balanced. Wow. Drink water. Oops. Eat vegetables. Don't ask me if they're organic or not. Just eat vegetables. Have people around you that believe in you. And give. It's not going to cost you any money. So that's the diet plan. But I got one more coach for you. This is the greatest one. See, I grew up in the 70s. Don't start adding up how old I am. We had tradition. And this coach I call the non-traditional coach. When was the last time these days that you actually sat with your family and ate? You can sit at a table, you can sit at a floor, and there's a lot of benefits of sitting on the floor. I'll tell you that another time. But what about sitting and eating the same meal? We don't do that anymore. We do this, we do this. I'm going to do an Instagram and take a picture of eating healthy. What? Really? I'm a guru. No, you're not. You're a screw. Getting back to tradition means getting back to what? Being a child when there was no rules. Your parents didn't walk around. If they do, we'll talk later. They didn't say, you're doing well, jumping jacks. Go up in the bars and slide on the slide. Next step, go. No, they didn't do that. You were running around as a kid and having fun. You ate small meals. You ran around. You had water. It made sense. But tradition went right out the window. Because you know why? Can't sell a book on it. I'm going to tell you how. A book about sleep? It's easy. Here's a pillow. Go to bed. But these coaches, what they do is they create a barrier of entry, and then you say, I can't do it. I give up. I don't want to do this. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're going north like this, and we're going like this, and we wonder why. So they're off the field, and now it's you. Now here's one of the greatest things about life. It's a guarantee you're going to lose it. So what about living like you're going to actually die, or having today be your last day? If today was your last day, you would not go to get a burger, French fries, and sit there and complain. You would say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. How do you know right now is not going to be your last time that you breathe? If the coach is out of the way, or the 4 in this case, it's just you. Fitness isn't about a push-up, it's not a sit-up, it's not a squat, it's not. Health and wellness are not about the food. It's about the quality of life that you're having. And the majority of us, we're not happy. Just go on Amazon. There are 155,000 books you can buy right now to increase your life. Ten years ago, I covered a man. I threw dirt on him, gave him his last kiss on the casket. It was at that point I said, I will never give myself the opportunity to ask what if. And I will never lie to people about what's going on with their bodies. You want to train? You want to do what the celebrities do? They work on their strongest muscle. It's the tongue. It can make or break war, make or break love, and make or break your success. You need to start telling yourself you're worth it. You know the answers to fitness. Walk. Eat as if you're sick. And start living like you're going to die. Because one day you're going to look up and you're going to wish you did things to give more to yourself. So it's before it's too late. Start giving. May God bless you guys and thank you.